So when you came up and was like, we need to kidnap some woman and do a makeover randomly, I'm like, all right, well, can we make this into a contest? Because there's some amazing women out there that really deserve it.
And that is
and so let's let Hampton Roads nominate the best women.
And I loved that idea. I loved the idea.
So then we came up with the categories, and I don't remember how we came up with categories.
Well, we went through like a few different ideas, and those are major categories around here, though. Like military, obviously, first responders, women of inspiration, survivors. Like that in itself is a huge part of what makes up Hampton Roads.
Yeah.
You know, this is such a melting pot of people. These stories seem to come together in this particular area more often than not.
True.
Because of the transitioning military all the time around here, it's, you know, you're constantly meeting new and amazing people. And that's what I thought was the coolest idea, was that if we didn't know these women before, we would find out more awesome people that we didn't know about.
Right.
You know, and a lot of the women, though, like, you know, in my world, glamour is normal. But in the everyday world, it's not. And I thought, these women never see themselves like that.
Especially, like, as a mom and stuff like this. Like, once you become that figure, you are never, ever just you. Ever anymore. So you have all these women who are, like, giving up everything for all these people, and they've done all this stuff, made all these sacrifices and stuff like that. And it's, people don't understand.
But isn't that what women do?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But people don't understand is, like, the woman is the true superhero of life.
Right.
Because how many people do you know that can literally think about all of these people and take care of all of these things and still kind of take care of themselves, but they essentially put them all on the back, the back burner. And, growing up and stuff, like, it's so hard to be a woman these days, especially with all, like, the YouTube and the beauty standards and, Kardashians and everything like that. As we do get older, we forget who we are as people, and we forget that we are beautiful and amazing and stuff like this, because unfortunately we just compare ourselves to all these other people. We truly forget that everyone is a queen.
Right,
everyone
absolutely.
is. No one is truly better than the other. We all have our own superpowers and everything like that. We all give back and put something back into the world, and and it's just amazing to truly actually give this opportunity to other women and just remind them that you are strong, you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you deserve to wear that crown for the day, because it may not be visible to everyone every day, but you wear that invisible crown every day of your life.
Every day of your life. Absolutely. And that's, when we talked about Queen for a Day, I even told you guys, I'm like, they're queens every day. This is just a day to celebrate a different aspect of who these women are. And to me, I thought that was, just a really empowering thing, because the last thing women do is take care of themselves. I can't tell you even, how many times I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get my toes done, and it'll be like 2 months later, and they still look exactly the same as they did 2 months ago. And they really need to be done, but I had so many other things to take care of in the process. And when you think about it, that's the things that we don't do for ourselves.
How many times do we actually get the hot meal when we cook it and stuff too? Because as soon as we make everything...
Oh, that's you having little kids, man. I have no problem with that.
But still, you sit down and you're like... But still, you make sure that everyone has everything.
You learn how to eat and cook at the same time.
Oh, well, I do that now. But I mean, still, you're still so fixated on making sure everyone has exactly what they need. Even so even when we're going, like, I'm gonna have a me day, you don't ever have just a me day, because your mind is constantly, did I feed the dogs? What groceries do we have?
But in the same sense,
done, all of this stuff.
We don't even want a me day. It's not what we are.
No, we want it. We want it, and then as soon as we
take a me day and go do something for somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're just like, crap, I still can't even do anything for myself. I have the opportunity to do it, and then we almost feel selfish for taking that time and doing that thing, because it's like, oh my gosh, I just thought about me. Oh God, what's everyone else going to think today? Like, how rude.
And that's, I think, the greatest concept is that it's women celebrating women.
Yes.
And this was something that we wanted to do because we know there's just amazing women out there with just incredible stories. I mean, some of the nominations, it was really hard to select.
Yes.
So
I don't think you could read any of them without crying.
Right? So women celebrating women, I think, is the most empowering part of it, is that we aren't judgmental of other women. We do celebrate the attributes that everyone brings to the table.
You have to celebrate other women, because women are so quick to tear each other down.
Contagious.
Yeah.
you know, as women, but a lot of times it isn't. And there is jealousy out there, and this just shows that we see all of these things that these women do and are proud to be associated with these women. And I thought, you know, I mean, Erica, of course, has just tremendous ideas all the time. And she is always thinking outside the box and always thinking about what's the next ginormous impact I can make. Because you don't do things that are small.
But you need
this. Honey, you just don't.
No, but you need this, especially in today's day and age where we do nothing but just like nitpick each other and break each other down.
And we don't all walk around with Instagram filters.
No. And so it's so nice to actually have these women and their stories and to see how powerful and amazing these women are and how much they've gone through and be like, dang, you have been through hell and back, but you are seriously just like,
phenomenal.
Look at you, taking over and stuff, and that's truly how it should be. No woman should ever be jealous or anything like that. We're literally, we're all in this world to literally together and to, you know, make an impact and come together and stuff like this. We are able to do so much, and there's no point in tearing each other down, because the more we tear each other down, the more we're going to destroy ourselves.
I guess my wish for the whole concept is that it gets paid forward. And it becomes contagious almost.
Well, I have to laugh because here you have Renee, who found out yesterday that we lost an aspect that was supposed to be part of today. And she's like, well, I can bring my massage therapist and we can do that for the girls. And I'm like, you're a winner. Okay, but I won't do it. I'll have my guy come. And then one of the other winners makes breakfast for everybody.
See? And that's awesome.
Suzanne Rock. I mean, it's just how they are. That's how we know we picked the right for people.
Not everyone even knew each other, and it was just automatic, kind of like a family reunion of like when you walk in, everyone's just like, hey girl, hey! You know, partying like, oh yeah, like, you know, like there's no awkward thing. Yeah. There's no intimidation. There's no like, I don't know if these people are going to be my people kind of thing. Because unfortunately, we all judge before we get to know. It's not necessarily we do intentionally, but it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah, you get nervous. And,
but the fact that literally we have, you know, every kind of age group and women and everything here and stuff like that, and everyone is just a big family, and that's how it should
really
be.
Cool.
Well, I think for me, the biggest reason of putting it together was, you know,
You had 5 minutes of spare time.
Oh yeah, in my spare time, you know.
What is spare time?
Every woman and every person goes through different chapters of their life.
Yeah.
And, you know, look at Lisa. She didn't let that one chapter close her book.
Right.
It's a chapter she knew when to close and she knew when to relaunch. Maji was a salesperson when I first met her, and now she's this glorious female firefighter, tough, rock solid, you know. Some of them are going through chapters right now that we will not discuss, but we all go through them. And, you know, a different life puts you on a different path. It's knowing when to close that chapter, start a new chapter, give back. That's all part of being whole.
So my family's motto essentially is you have to live a life ever forward. It's
love it.
You're never going to get anything, you know, stuck in the past, and unfortunately we go through these things, you know, we're women, so we're always going to be super emotional and irrational, but yeah, that's life. But no matter what,
it's on the warning list.
Yeah, it is.
It's on the warning list.
We really do. Every woman should just have like a tattooed warning label on them, like caution, don't use hot water. Really would. But like, you know, you have all these things, and just everyone's always been through these things, and you know, no one knows exactly what everyone's been through in their life, and the fact that they're going through like hell and back and still coming here, and it's always hard to tell your story and stuff like that, because sometimes you don't want to look down on, you know, you don't want to feel like people are like looking down on you or feeling sorry for you because of things you go through, and you're like, no, I went through this, but it made me stronger. It made me who I am today, and it made me live my future better and stuff like this, because you can't be great without something bad happening. You have to have something bad happen to kind of like, I don't know,
that builds character,
put you in check and stuff like that, and make you realize everything that you're doing in your life and stuff like that.
Scars are sexy, as Lisa's gonna prove.
Yep.
No matter what, everyone's always gonna have things, but it's the fact that these women are still fighting on, carrying on, and still going through their day and being able to have that smile on their face. That's absolutely amazing, because not everyone can always get through some of these things that these women have been through, and the fact that they're still here and still able to share their story and lift people up to be able to get through it, that's absolutely amazing, because you have so many people that just like hide themselves and are afraid to speak and get out there, and they just kind of feel sorry for themselves rather than allowing that to actually make them stronger and a better person.
Well, thank God that's not our girls, and we should end this on this note with our 4 girls coming in. Yay, and doing a group hug.
Group hug! Group hug! It's truly a chewy sandwich.
It's truly a chewy sandwich. Well, it's so easy to make her disappear anyways.
Well, not with this hair. Look at her Michael Jackson's jacket. Come on in. Come on in.
Hold on, I get on the floor.
It's so much
fun. Oh my gosh, y'all are rotten.
I'm sorry, that's me.
Oh my God.